Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream appliance boot camp. YouTube, Facebook, family, and friends. Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us, who's joining us tonight. We have an actual appliance boot camp hands on live event. It's going to be going on December the 5th through the 7th. Let me get y'all the link to actually, give me a second. I get y'all the link to actually be able to sign up for it. Uh, Give me 1 second and I get you all the link. Um, and it's going to be everything you need to know how to start your own appliance repair business. Should have had this link, but like I said, I'm getting back in the groove of doing these videos and stuff. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'll get the link and put it up for you. For anybody who would like to purchase the Appliance Bootcamp hands-on live event we're going to have coming up December the 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's going to be uh, it's going to be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Everything you need to know how to start your own appliance repair business. And like I say, I'm in the middle of doing it myself right now. So right now, I'm in the middle of doing it myself. Uh, I know it works because I'm doing it right now myself, and it works. If it wasn't for this appliance repair business, Lord knows where I would be at. I think this is the. Let me find the link, and then we'll go. Okay, here go the link right here. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay. I just posted the link if you would like to purchase it. There go the price. If you purchase it, not only do you get the appliance boot camp on how to start your own appliance repair business, you get the ice cream parlor boot camp, how to start your own homemade ice cream parlor. You get the kettle corn. You get the garage doors. You get the dryer vent cleaning. You get the blenders. You get all of those different businesses that I've done and ran throughout my 20 some years of entrepreneurship. You get all those businesses how to actually do them. And I'm still doing them. Like I said earlier today, I was on a phone call with about maybe 10 ice cream parlor owners, African American ice cream parlor owners. First time we got together on an actual live call. We've met, just like they have like ASTIs for appliance repair, for people in the appliance repair industry. They have what they call Concon. It's the equivalent to the ASTIs or PSA convention once a year, where all the people who make homemade ice cream come together. Well, same thing. A lot of us African American shop owners, we got together and we linked up at the last Concon. And this right here is the first time that we got on an actual live Zoom call. It was a husband and wife uh, team. They're getting ready to go purchase their first brick and mortar. They've been mobile, but they're going brick and mortar. And you had a bunch of people on the call who have done multiple brick and mortars and stuff. And so some of them have done four or five and make over $1 million doing ice cream. So we was able to talk to them and kind of guide them through the process. So it was very, very good. But same thing with the appliance repair. If you want to know how to start your own appliance repair business, same thing. Take the appliance boot camp. It's a 3-day hands-on live course. It's a combination hands-on and also online. So you get everything you need. And same thing. I don't know where you can go. If you go to a community college or go someplace else, well, you have a lifetime guarantee. Sometimes I wonder about it because I get people who bought the course 5 years ago and they say, "Man, I didn't have my mind together and I wasn't thinking like I should." I need to get serious about opening this appliance repair business. I've talked to people who started with me. They're doing very well. I lost a log on to my account. Can you give me I get that every day. Can I get the log on to my account? Yeah, come. I'll send it to you. Hey man, I didn't start, or I started it and I got out of it. I wish I would have stuck with it. I'm coming to the Nate's Hands On Live because they get lifetime membership. I don't know if you go to community college and you whatchamacall, you tell them, hey man, I came here 3 years ago, but I didn't apply myself like I should have. It's okay if I come back and go again. Do it. They won't let you do it, but I'll let you do it because I want you all to succeed and have a lifestyle that people can only dream of, and Appliance Repair can give it to you. So I'm going to go get here real quick and talk about the topic today. I say the Appliance God will hold you accountable. The Appliance God or the universe or God, Jehovah, Jesus, whoever you talk about, that's what I'm referring to. I try not to be one specific religion when I'm talking, because I'll be mindful of everybody who's here and respectful to everybody's different beliefs. So I just say the Appliance God, but whoever higher being that you submit to, that's what I'm talking about. They're gonna hold you accountable. I'm just for this story that I'm giving out. I'm just gonna say the Appliance God. No, I'm doing these videos when I feel inspired. The last year or so, I haven't really been inspired to get on YouTube and talk about entrepreneurship and talk about my journey. I didn't think I was at a point at that time that I should have been actually talking to you all and giving y'all direction and stuff. But I needed someone to pour into me. So I went out here trying to fake it to you all. So I just stayed off until I got myself to a point where I felt like, okay, now is a good time for you to come back and start to give direction and to present yourself back to people. Because now I've been there and I've pulled myself back to where I need to be at and moving forward. So now I'm okay to come back and start talking to you all. And this right here is working really good, especially now with the appliance repair. Now that I'm back in it and actually running service calls, I'm doing the exact same thing I tell you all to do. I'm just doing 3 stops a day, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and I'm doing it after I finish my other job. So I'm doing the exact same thing I tell you all to do, and how I actually started the appliance repair business. And like I say, I'm doing it now. I got to purchase me a new house. And the same thing I tell you all to do it to get yourself out of a rut and to get some distance between you and life. And like I say, 52 years old, getting ready to go have to purchase a new house. I'm going to finish up 2 houses first. I got to finish 2 houses first. And then once I finish those 2 houses, then I'll go purchase me another house. But get in the process of doing all of that. I'm back doing appliance repair. And like I say, I tell people all the time, this appliance repair business will make you a upright, honest person. And because what happens if you don't do right by this business, it's gonna come get you. The appliance gods are gonna come get you, and they're gonna hold you accountable. Last week, I told you all I'm going through the same thing that you all go through, the exact same thing that you all go through. I'm starting back getting to the appliance repair. I just have been just picking up calls here and there. I won't run in a set schedule and set times. So if somebody call, I just run out and do it. And I'm doing it that way, and I'm just doing it out of a sheet of paper and a couple of sheets of paper in my front pocket. That's how I'm running my calls and my schedule and stuff. But what happens when you're doing that, when you just writing stuff down and you don't have it organized, you don't have a scheduler that you can actually put the calls in and have it where it's a system where you when you get home you order the parts and get those parts ordered and getting them back on the schedule and stuff. It don't take long for the appliance repair business to overwhelm you and run you over. Well, what happened, I had one of my good friends, and these people I'm talking to, I hadn't taken any money from. So I hadn't taken any money. I was just putting them off because I had so much stuff going on. I couldn't get them in and get them on a time frame. So what happened? One of my friends I went to this morning. You might have saw me there where I told you all I had to do like a whatchamacall, a thermocouple. Where I went to, I had to go do a thermocouple. And I went there, and the thermocouples, you can get them in a couple of different lengths. You can get them in a 36 inch, a 48 inch, and you get them in a 60 inch, 72. I think go up to maybe about 72. I don't know. But anyway, I had ordered a 48 inch thermocoupler not that long ago. So I thought that was the one that I ordered for him. So I just ordered it back for him. And what happened, I'm there, and if you go work on those commercial cooking appliances, they be filled up with grease and stuff like that. It's just the nature of a busy restaurant. I don't care how much they clean. When you get there, it's gonna be grease and stuff there. And so I'm working on it, and I got grease and stuff everywhere on me. And like when I'm pulling it, the thermocouple through, if it was one of those, they had where the burner, where the gas valve, the oven valve controls at the top, you got to feed that thermocouple down there to the bottom. And sometimes it goes right down through the side and it come out this little hole. It can be a little hard sometimes catching it. So I make sure that I tape it up to the old one and pull the new one through. And when I'm pulling through, make sure it's a little nut that goes on that thermocouple. Make sure you take the nut so it goes with it, because a lot of times what happens if you don't take the nut will get hung up halfway in between the oven going down in the cavity, and you have to pull it all the way back up and try to get that and then get the nut taped back on. So anyway, I do all that, get everything lined up, put everything back together. I'm getting ready to put the thermocoupler back onto the oven gas controller and the thermostat for the oven, and it's that far from being too short. And I was like, oh my God, come on. And I was about to get mad and upset, and then I realized, okay, I got you. The Appliance Gods had spoken. They had told because I had been putting him off and not doing what I was supposed to have been doing. I thought it went through my mind. Okay, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna make this quick $400-$500 real quick and get this thermocouple in here, and I'm gone, and I got him fixed, and I'm good. Nah, the Appliance Gods don't play like that. So I had to take it all the way back apart, put the old one back on so I could plug up the hole and stuff. And so because he could still use it with the old one. They just had to light it every morning and tell them, hey, I ordered the one too short. I'll be back. I gotta go get the one that's longer to go. Well, that's the Appliance Gods. I say punishing you for doing that. They're not gonna let you just get out of here and make a quick lick on that. All right. So from there, I accepted. Okay, that's my punishment. It's gonna be a rough day. Well, I went to two more stops, and this afternoon. I went to two stops this afternoon. One of them was a dryer. Same thing. I had been putting them off, and the reason I've been putting them off. This was a scratch and dent dryer. I knew what was wrong, but I just didn't want to bend the frame back. What happened? The bottom of the dryer, when the forklifts came, they smushed it in, and when they smushed it in, it made the side of it smushed the dryer in at the bottom, and it made the side of it hit the barrel and stuff. And I knew what to do to fix it, because I don't fix the many of them, but I just didn't want to have to take that GE dryer all the way apart to go do it. And I've been putting them off. So when I went to that job, I said, okay, I got my mind straight. Whatever it takes to do it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it right and take my time. I took my time, done it right, worked flawlessly, and I was gone. The next one I go to, A simple fix. The damper door on a refrigerator. Refrigerator was broken, and it was keeping the damper open all the time. And with that being open all the time, it was freezing everything in the refrigerator section. Also, I made a little video of that one. If you see, you get one of those, always check, especially if that filter, the water filter, is right at the top. Even if, no, I don't care what, if it's inside the refrigerator and the refrigerator is dampened or freezing everything, check the filter, the water filter, because it'll freeze and it'll split it. And you won't see it leaking then because it's what's called, everything's frozen. But you go fix it and put a new damper door in there, and that thing start working. The refrigerator get back to regular temperature, and that ice thaw in that freezer is going to flood that refrigerator, could flood the whole kitchen. So always check those. And I showed you all. You can look for the split and stuff. And a lot of times, the coupler behind it that it goes into, that's probably split also. So check that. So that was a good one. 400. Might say $500. I'm setting good now because I got 500 in my pocket now. And this is the last one is one same thing I had put off. I was supposed to have been there last week, and I not only did I put them off because I just won't organize, and I was just putting everything on top of everything. And when you're not organized like that, you just miss everything. And I had forgot I had told them I was gonna come out there last Friday. And so this was one of those. It was funny. I was at my shop, and they gave me a call, and I was there, and I had a friend there with me, and I told him, I said, "Man, you got to turn your head and put your head down." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I gotta tell a lie real quick, so you need to turn your head or put your head down." And they're like, "You serious?" I was like, "Yeah, I gotta tell a lie real quick." So they called, and I done one of the old school lies. I'm not proud of it. Wish I hadn't have done it, but at the time, I just told them, hey, your part hadn't came in. It'll be in on Tuesday to get me some more. Okay, no problem. They didn't argue anything. It was the fact that I had forgot about to go out there. And I don't advise you all to do it. And I had to pay for that today too. So don't advise you all to do it. I had to pay for it because Appliance Gods is going to get you. So I done that to get me a extra 2 days and to get onto my schedule. Because I said from now on, I'm not doing anything other than Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So with that, I got them on today. And that was my last stop. And this one right here, like I say, I'm just starting to get back into this appliance repair stuff. And so some stuff might be stuff that you all have been seeing in the field. I haven't been in the field in 20 some years. So this is me getting back in the field, but it feels good. I had a very well sense of accomplishment. And I'm making a video of this one to show people what you can do when you run into these types of problems. But I haven't been in the field in a while. So some of the stuff that these failures and stuff that's been happening that people have seen over the last 5 or 10 years and stuff, I'm just starting to run into them comes out there. But the thing of it is, not the fact, this person Mike Sneed hadn't seen this and that. It's the fact that Mike Sneed have a process of finding out what's the problem. When I have to call somebody and they tell me what the problem. Because of the skill sets I have, I don't have to call nobody. I can figure out what the problem is and fix it. And I'm teaching you all how to do the same thing, so you all don't have to get on the phone calling somebody. It won't do this. What's the problem? I'm showing you all how to fix it. I don't have to call nobody. I'll show you how I fixed it. So this is one. It's a older gentleman. He lives. If they watching the stuff, they've been very nice. I appreciate. Sorry, I had to tell you that last Friday. I'm sorry about it, but it's been more than nice. It's a realtor that I'm doing it for her father. Her father, very mechanically inclined, older guy. He likes to fix stuff for himself. He just bought a house in a 55 and older community, and she near his daughter. But he's not at the house right now. He's over in Arizona or something, she told me. And so the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to fix it for him. So what he done, before the movers came to get his refrigerator, this was an LG refrigerator. He took the doors off himself. He took the doors off of it, and so they could get it out. And then once they they could get it out his door where he was living at in Virginia. Once they delivered the refrigerator to his new place in Clayton, North Carolina, he put his doors and stuff back on, and he's very mechanically inclined. And when he put the doors and stuff back on and plugged it up, it wouldn't power up. No lights or nothing or any of that comes on. If you all have seen this before, let me know. The lights or anything wouldn't come on. It was just totally dead. So he called me and asked me, could I fix it? And I was like, yeah, I can fix it. So my thing was, no, he don't put him unplugging the wires and stuff for that door, the wires that lead down towards the user interface and stuff. I think he might just pull the wire out, or he done got it hung up on the hinge and cut a wire, or he don't have it. He missing something, or he done shorted something out. So when I go there, I'll plug it up. You got 120 volts going to the main control board, but there's no power going nothing's on. It's just totally dead, and you can't get it to do anything. So the first thing I say, you got power going to the main control board, no power going out the main control board. So main control board is gone. So I told him the price to do the main control board, and because he liked to fix it himself, he was like, "Nah, that's okay. I don't want you to fix it. I'll take care of it myself." Okay, no problem. He goes out and he buys a main control board. Puts a new main control board in it, and it doesn't work. So he calls me back. That's when he called me back last week, and I thought I said it might be the user interface is gone. But I wasn't for sure. So what I told him I was going to do, I said I'll go ahead and I'll grab a user interface board, and then I'll bring it with me. So that way, if it's bad, I have it with me. Because I always tell them it could be one or two. It could be the main control board, or it could be the user interface board. One of the two. But that's what I was thinking. It's a guess. So at the time, I didn't have the actual schematics. I didn't have and the user manual that I had. It was a generic one. It didn't quite match up. The schematics didn't quite match up with the actual control boards, with the control board and stuff that was there. So I'm taking a little guess at what the problem is, either the main control board or user interface. So he asked me, can I come back out there? And I told him, yeah, I'll come out there and I'll fix it. And he asked me what would be the price. I said, it's the same price I told you. No, and I said, and he said, what if that don't fix it? I said that's the price. No, if I had to put another part on it, no, I eat that price, the part. But that price, and that's why you use the blue book, because the blue book has enough room so that if you do have to order another part, you still make a little bit of money out of it. But I go there and I'm looking, and I said it's not the user interface because I'm checking. It's still not sending power out that new main control board. So if you get one of these main control boards and you put a new one in and it's still not sending power out, then you know it's something. It's one of the boards or something. It got that main control board shorted out or putting a load on it that's killing everything. So the way you can find that out, and the way I find it out, because I knew both of the main control boards were still dead. So I know there's something else, another board other than the main control board that's bringing the circuit down. What happened, a lot of times it might be shorted or it might be drawing too much of a load, and it kills the voltage going into the main control board. Even though you got 120 coming in, it might pull the 3.5 or the 3.3 or 5 volt voltage. With something pulling so hard on it, especially now they got these low voltage fans and stuff like that, 24 volt fans and stuff. It's pulling on that circuit that it'll bring the power so far down that it'll turn the board off. Because the board don't run off of 120. It goes in 120, but it has transformers and stuff on it to actually knock it down to 24 volts and 5 volts and all that like stuff. So whatchamacall, I go there, and what you can do, just start. You just start with the first plug you get. Keep it plugged up, and go to the main control board. Make sure ain't nothing touching, and just unplug one of the cords. Unplug one of the connectors. If it don't power up, put that connector back on. Go to the next one, unplug it, and just keep doing that, going down, and finally you'll find out which board is actually or which cord is actually pulling the circuit down. So I get and I pull connector 3 off, and I pull connector 3 off. It fired up. I said, okay, we're good. So I know what circuit is in. So from there, he had taken it apart and stuff. And when he took it apart, the first time I got there, he had everything apart, and I didn't see on the top of the cover that was the actual schematic. So now I got the schematic, and I go look at connector 3, and connector 3, it'll tell you all the different devices that's connected to connector 3. It had the condenser fan, the water inlet valve, the flow meter for the water inlet valve, fresh food fan, and freezer fan, and the ice maker fan. So I know, and they had the middle drawer lights that's connected, or the freezer lights connected to it. So those are all the different devices that are connected into that connector 3. So that one of my problem actually is within one of those devices that go through connector 3. So what you have to do now, every one of those devices, you're gonna have to you got to plug that connector 3 back in, and when you plug it back in, now go to each one of those devices, and you can actually start unplugging them, and you unplug it. So I go to the condenser fan, and I unplug it, and it still doesn't power back up. I plug it back up. I go to the water inlet valve, unplug it. It still doesn't. It doesn't whatchamacall. Turn on. I plug it back up. Also, the 3-way valve on the in the seal system was on. I unplugged that. It don't. So I didn't want to have to go in there and disassemble all of those freezer doors and all that stuff. It's a French door. You got I got to pull all those. They got 1,000 drawers and stuff in there to get to those evaporator fans and stuff. So I had to start in the freezer, pulling all of that stuff off, and get to the fan and unplug those fans. It still doesn't turn on. I gotta unplug the little LED lights in there. It doesn't do it. Then I have to go disassemble the refrigerator, get to the very back panel. I unplug the fan for the fresh food fan in the refrigerator. It powers up. That's what was causing the problem the whole time. But something that normally would take me 15, 20 minutes took me almost 3 hours to go there and figure that thing out. And matter of fact, I'm just getting done. So I got there at 6, and I'm just getting done because I had to go through and figure that thing out. And climbing up on because that's the control board is on the top of the refrigerator. So going and climbing up on the ladder, climbing down, unplugging this, climbing, back and forth. And I just laugh. I said, "Okay, Appliance Gods, you teaching me a lesson." But the fact that I stuck with it and didn't give up, and they say the diligent shall prosper. The race is not given to the strong or the swift, but the one that can endure. That's what happened. You got us with this appliance repair. The appliance repair is going to hold you accountable. It's going to make sure that you can get out here, and you're going to, if you think you're going to make this money and stuff, it's going to make sure that this is what you want to do. You're not going to get out here and have no quick fixes. Thinking, let me tell you, you will have quick fixes, but you're going to earn the right to have a quick fix. You're going to have to be studying. You're going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to make 2 or 3 trips on this. It'll get to a point when it's trying to test you to see if you deserve to be in this trade or not. You might run the same routes for 2 weeks, meaning you'll go fix something, and 1 week and next week the same thing is going wrong. Again, you got to go back and run the exact same routes and calls the 1 week that you done the previous week, and it does that to make sure that you want this and that you got it, and it's going to make sure it weeds you out. If you somebody just coming here looking for some type of quick fix, that you just going to make some quick money and rape this industry, it's not going to happen. It's going to have you in the news, and it's going to have you where you can't go around the town because everybody's going to be looking for you because you've been stood people up and stuff. You're not going to be you won't be an honorable person. It's going to make you ashamed to even be in the neighborhood. So you gotta do right by this thing, and it will make you an honorable person. It will make you somebody to become a pillar in your community if you do it right. Don't get in here. I see some of you all keep asking, how many calls and stuff you doing? Is the calls going to slow down? Somebody asked, do the calls those 3 calls a day, do they slow down? Don't worry about that. Just go out and fix stuff and do the best you can do, and you'll find out what your capacity is. I don't want to run more than 3 calls a day. I don't want to get started. I don't want to. This morning I had to do one early in the morning because I said I'm going to go ahead and fix it. Fix my friend's stuff because I had to go there before they open up. And so I went there early this morning to get his oven going because he owns a restaurant. But like I say, don't worry about how many calls other people can do and stuff. You'll find out what your capacity is, what you like to do, and you won't be envious and jealous of nobody either. If those people want to run 8, 9, 10 calls, let them go run them. I don't want to do them. You'll be good. Those people want to have 6 or 7, 8 technicians, let them have them. I don't want to have them. I like doing what I do now, where I go out, I can go make me $400 to $600 in the afternoon, come on back, get caught back up and put some distance between me and life. The ice cream parlor opens up and run well, and that's doing good. So I'm enjoying where I'm at right now. These 3 calls, 3 days a week is doing enough for me. So you'll be the same way. Don't get in here trying to rush, thinking you're gonna get out here and just trying to just do anything just to make some money. It's not gonna let you do it. It's not gonna let you do it, and you'll end up losing all your money if you do it that way. We're gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat, and then I'm gonna get out of here because it's 10:30. There we go. CEO Jakes. So what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? All right. West Pete. Do the recipe process come to ice cream parlor course? Yeah, I give you about 20 or 30 different recipes that you can actually make. But yeah, you get the recipes, and once you learn that how ice cream once you start making ice cream, you find out it's pretty easy to make ice cream. It's pretty easy to make it. To make really good ice cream, now that's going to be the same way. You're not going to be able to just throw stuff out there. You're going to have a passion for it. Just like if you cook it, you want to give your best and have a good passion for it, and it'll come out in your ice cream. All right. Kevin G, say what's up? Hey, how you doing, Kevin? Country Boy 87, what's up, ABC? All right. What's up, Mark? Mark, get that paper, Mike. Okay. Hey, what's up, Peter? All right. Peter said new washer seems to eat boards, especially. Yeah. Those washers have always been notorious for eating those control boards. Justin Bell, congratulations. That was an ugly call. Yeah, it was a real ugly call. But no, you stick with it and stuff, and you'll find it. And I felt good. I was talking to some people on my way in. I was telling, I felt really good, and I felt inspired to do a call, to do the show today, because I felt like I've earned it. I earned my right to come back and do the show. So yeah, I felt good that I stuck with it, and I figured it out. And actually, the customer is there, and you can explain to the customer exactly what you had to do. They got to see exactly what I had to do, and there's no way you can find that out. That's what's causing it. To pull it down. The only way you can do it is through some using techniques like that. You know. Frank Evans. So what's up, Mike? 400, 4 to 600. Yeah, 4 to 6. And that was another thing too. We was on our ice cream call today, and you had people who do theirs a couple of different ways with their ice cream. Some of them lease, and I was telling them I buy the buildings and stuff that I put my ice cream in, and I was telling them because I buy them in underserved neighborhoods. There's gonna be a lot of what's that? Starting off, gonna have a lot of $200 and $400 days. Starting off in those low income areas, but $400 a day is good money. That's really good money. And they said the same thing. Man, I have those. I have those days now, and where I got paid $3,000 a month rent. So with that, I felt pretty good. I was like, sometimes you looking and you think everybody is making $1,500, $2,000 a day, and you're the only person not making that. But for them to be honest and say, hey, that's a good day for us. But yeah, you do for. If I can make $400 to $500 a day in a small business, I'm happy. I'm happy. Frank Evans, and please don't be please don't compare yourself to others. Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know what they got going. All right. My apps. What's up, Mike at ABC fam? Mike, I know about that getting humbled. I had a dryer that kicked my butt, but I got it fixed. Yeah, it gets you. It will get you. It will get you. And like I say, I'm up and down that ladder. I'm having to take every component apart, plug it up. And I just knew because what happened, he told me he had some problems with the water inlet valve. And I thought, okay, this one went through my mind. I said, he said he had problems with the water inlet valve leaking when he put it back in. I said he must have cracked that water inlet valve, and that what happened. That water inlet valve have a flow meter on it to measure how much water going through and stuff. That's how you can actually tell if you got 4 ounce, 6 ounce, and stuff like that. There's a little meter right there. There's a little device right there in the water valve that actually tells if water running through. So I said that he said it was leaking. That I wanted to be that water valve bad. I said he said it was leaking. I bet it's a safety device on in the software or something. That if that water valve is leaking, it shut everything off. That's probably what's happened. No, that was going through my mind, but it wasn't that. It was the actual evaporator fan in the refrigerator. Still don't like gas appliances. Yeah, gas is okay. You go to the commercial setting, that's all you're gonna get is gas appliances. But their gas appliances are there's no control boards. No, it's just cleaning. It just need to be cleaned most of the time. But once again, I want to thank you all for watching. If you want to learn how to start your own appliance repair business, we're going to have a hands-on live class December the 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's in Selma, North Carolina. And, if you come into the class now is a great time for you. If you ever thought about coming, now is a great time to come. Because now you're not getting it from, it was good back then. The previous 5 years that I've had Appliance Boot Camp, the course and the classes were very good back then, because it's the way I ran my business all the time. If you coming now, it's extra good and extra special because now I'm just where you all are at. I'm there building it out using my same method and stuff that I tell you all to do. I'm right there with you all, and so I'm seeing everything as you all are seeing it. So I got fresh new stuff in my head that I'm seeing, like I said, with that refrigerator stuff that I hadn't incorporated with you all in the past because, like I said, I hadn't been out there in the field working in 20-some years. So now I'm out there working it. I'm seeing these little tips and stuff that I used to do back in the days. I have to go back and redo them, and it's refreshing it's coming back to my head. Oh, you need to tell them about that. So what's happening? I'm starting to record those things and then putting them in videos so you all can see them, and I'll be able to bring that into the classroom also. Also, stuff that I told you all to do. I always told you all you had to have the scheduling. I always told you all the importance of having CRM software, all of that. I always push that because I ran my business, but I had forgot because I had been in the business 20 some years, and when I had implemented that, I had forgot how big of an effect it had on my business having that there, and the extreme importance of it. I knew I had it there, but I didn't realize running without it how much of a headache it is and how much harder it makes you. So stuff like that, I put a lot more emphasis on now. When you can't be running it out no notebook and trying to keep up with it, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that because if you're doing 2 to 3 stops every day, you're running a small business, and you got to have that thing organized. Otherwise, it won't take you long before you actually start to despise it, and it starts to fall and collapse on itself. It has no other choice but to collapse on itself because it doesn't have a foundation, and that's where I think some of you all fail at because you all didn't go out there and embrace the technology and stuff that we have here so early on. Back in the days before we had those technology, you had to have somebody in the background doing that stuff. That's what my little sister-in-law, my daughters, and my wife at the time. That's what they was doing in the background. And when they didn't do it no more, that's when I had to go to the actual technology to do it. And you gotta have that back end office. You gotta have it, and it makes running this business and running those service calls so much easier and so much smoother. So those are things you're gonna be getting if you come to the hands-on live event in December. And like I say, a small sacrifice is it's $3,000 to come out here. And I see some guys be talking about, oh, why you gonna do that? You can learn it on your own and this and that. I know you can't. You can't. You're not gonna be learning on your own. You might be able to fix appliances on your own, but to know how to run the actual business, you cannot learn it on your own. Only way you're gonna learn how to run a business is somebody who know how to run business teaches you how to run a business. You can't go to college and learn how to run a business. You have to go to somebody who actually ran a business, and they got to actually show you how to actually run a business. And so that and $3,000, you'll make that back in a month, and it'll actually allow you to get away from just living and existing, where where nothing can hurt you. Nothing can hurt you. Like I say, y'all know my situation. And here I am. I guess you can see I live. Everybody say I live decent. No, they say I live decent. The people who come over, they always ask me, "Did you rent the?" What they ask me? Are you renting uh, the model studio? You Airbnb in the model? They think I have the model place where you come in and they just show people. No, I actually live pretty decent. I'm living pretty. I'm living really decent, to be honest with you. And it's through appliance repair, and you all could be doing the exact same thing, where you all when you have you actually have something that can keep you from having to go and live with your friends and live with family or be homeless, in time like this. Right now, you got people making videos talking about how bad the economy is and this and that. I haven't heard not one electrician, one plumber, one HVAC, one carpenter. I haven't heard not one appliance repair person say the economy's bad or anything. I'm already halfway booked. I take no, I ain't gonna tell that. Uh, I'm totally booked for this week, and I probably have two already for next week. And that's for me. Sorry about that. That's for me just doing just cash calls. I'm ready to go back, and I was gonna pick up a third party warranty call. My nephew doesn't do AHS anymore. He has enough calls. He doesn't do AHS. So I was gonna turn back on AHS just in my area, but I haven't had a need to turn it on because I got enough cash calls where I'm good. And I said, man, I'm gonna keep running the cash calls. If I can find, if I like it, you what you call, if I like it, want to keep going, I might find me a young guy and make a sub out of him and throw him in the van. So it's a great life to do this. Great life, And I want you all to be able to do the same thing, where you all can get out here and enjoy it I'll read a couple of these and we're getting out of here. Hey, what's going on, DCNL? So what's good, Mike? Mentorship is key. Yeah, mentorship is the key. And you all call me, all the time. I enjoy the conversations, but I get conversations from alumni all the time. And this stuff is, man, I'm telling you, it is a lifesaver. It is a lifesaver. You ain't charging enough, truth to be told. Yeah, I'm not charging enough to be honest with you, for what people are getting out of it. I'm not really charging enough, but I want to get more people into it because it's been such a blessing to me to be in the skilled trades, and I want to get more people into the skilled trades. So I try to keep it affordable. I'm not giving it to them, but I want to keep it affordable to them. And so, yeah, so it's a great, it's a not no job, a great career, a great business to be in, and you'll learn a skill set that has taken me all around the world. That's no joke. Appliance repair has taken me all around the world, and I haven't known any really hard times, with the appliance repair. I've had to pull myself out of some holes. I'm pulling myself out some now, but appliance repair make it real comfortable to do it. Get yourself in and out. Get yourself out of these holes. It's really good. And same thing. If you're doing, I'm going to say this right here, then I'm getting out. If you're doing COD work, you doing COD work, use that blue book and use the prices they have in there. Because when you start doing COD work, you're getting away from the warranty companies. It's not so you're cutting the volume. You probably gonna be cutting your volume a little bit more, and it's not so much about the volume, but it's the quality of the work that you're doing. And so with that, you have to be charging quality prices or premium prices. And so with that, you gotta use the blue book. Otherwise, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Use that blue book and don't take but 2 or 3 calls to get your money there. Steve H. Mike, how soon should you start working on high-end appliances like a Sub-Zero refrigerator? That's gonna vary for different people. When you're when you whatchamacallit, when you'll know when your skill set is there. It's not a time frame or anything like that. It's when you're comfortable. When you start working on the high end appliances and stuff, some people can come in and they just have a high IQ for high mechanical aptitudes, they say, and they just get it, and they just go and they can start fixing stuff just very simple and easy. Some people never get to a point where they can do complex repairs. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people, but you can still make a great living getting the simple stuff. Don't and some people don't want to go to the Sub-Zeros, refrigerators and stuff like that. Some people much rather stick with the mid level and stuff like that. Some people like flipping. I had a guy who he loved flipping appliances. He much rather flip than do repairs. So you'll find out where you like and where you want to be at, and just work there. And your skill set will let you know when you're ready. Just like their skill set will let you know when you're tired of doing third party warranty company. If you get tired of that, you say, I'm tired of these third party warranty companies. I'm just going straight COD. It's not a time frame. It's when you're ready to go. DCNF. Mike is the entrepreneur. Thanks. We appreciate the fact that you share your wisdom. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. And like I tell people, I have to be the one to go through and have all the issues at first. I step on all the landmines, then I come back and tell you all what I found, where they at. But this my last run on these. I'm not starting any more ice cream parlors after this one is completed. I'm definitely not going on any newer businesses. I'm gonna ride the ones I got on out, and just enjoy what I currently have. Right now, I'm in a great place. I just want to maintain what I have and make things a little bit cleaner, and that's it. Man's advice: you have to charge a premium to get ahead. It'll help you get through this. Yeah, you do, and you gotta do those 5 banking accounts. I don't care how slow it, how much money you come in through there. You gotta do that 5 banking account. You gotta do that 5 banking account, and not only that, I'm gonna tell you all. I'm gonna start getting more into your personal finances. Getting back with that, where you do the 5 banking accounts, and then when you bring it home, and you got to start paying your personal bills and stuff like that. You got to figure out how to do that. Depending on when your money comes in, it's when you pay your bills. I don't look at the date they're due. No, I pay them. When they do, but I have certain dates that when I let bills get paid. Same thing. I had to switch up. And when I'm traveling and when I'm doing vacation, it got to be on certain times of the month when I have to do that, when I have the influx of cash coming in. Same thing when if I got company coming to visit me, they got to come at these certain times when I have my influx of cash coming in. They can't come when times when I have a low dip in cash because it just don't work good for me like that. You need to come when I got some my cash is coming in. Same thing. If I got to go travel, I got to travel when my cash is coming in. And I'm going to show you all how to do that, so it doesn't become a burden on you. So when you go do those things, it actually hidden at a time where you flush with cash. And so I'm figuring that out because I didn't have to pay. I didn't pay bills. I hadn't wrote a bill out and maybe 15 years. My ex-wife wrote all the bills out, so I didn't have to worry about that. And by that time, we had enough. At that time, we had enough emergency fund and cash where the cash was just there, and she had figured out a system for writing the bills. Here I am now. I'm thinking, man, when one time it's funny. I'm gonna tell y'all this story right here. One time, I was here, and we had a bad lightning storm, and the power went out. I didn't know the power had went out, and I had company, and I went to go hit the. They went to go hit the light switch, and they were like, "The power's out." Man, what went through my mind? Man, Mike Sneed, you gonna sit up here and then pay your light bill? I got turned off because what happened? They have backup generators. I looked in the hallway, and the light was on in the hallway, and the elevator was working. And I felt so ashamed. I said, hold on, let me go look for the fuse fountain. So I grabbed my cell phone like I was using it for a light, and I stuck my wallet in my pocket, and I walked in the hallway, and I started calling, trying to figure out, can I pay my light bill or my power bill online? But as soon as I done that, I looked at my cell phone, and I had got a text from the power company saying that the power was off. But I was I was so ashamed, man. I said, man, I thought my power had went out, and I'm here trying to entertain. They go there and hey, get up, your power off. I'm like, what? So, but that's because I hadn't paid any bills in a long time. So now I'm getting myself together and paying the bills and stuff. And that's one thing I make sure. I make sure that the power is turned on, stays on, that the cable stays on, everything here is taken care of, and the stores and stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting there. And it's like I say, like right here, Frank Evans. Frank Evans says Mike is in that sweet spot. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm very close in that sweet spot. Very close into that. I probably have another. I probably got another month. Honestly, I have another month. Then I'll definitely be sitting into that sweet spot. And when next year hit, I'll be super sweet. I'll probably be diabetic by the time next year get here. Because I'm getting there, and I'm starting to really embrace where I'm at and the fun that I'm having. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you want to, here go a link again in the description. If you want to come to the actual hands-on live event, you better come while you can, because like I say, pretty soon. I'm not going to be doing it anymore. So you better come while you can. And yeah, the cooking season is in full effect. I had an oven today, and I had an oven. Whatever. I had an oven the other day. Yeah, the cooking season is coming upon us, because it gets started. People start having parties for Halloween, big parties for Halloween. So it's going to be good. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.